Yeah, but the belief of Chris Christie is not that he's going to win, but that he is going to. He sort of sees himself as the Bill Laimbeer. Now, I may be dating. I'm not sure how familiar you are with Bill Laimbeer's role for the Detroit Pistons, but that for and I don't think goon is goon's probably the most appropriate, but not the most accurate deception. I do wonder if he's goon squatting. He'll go in, he'll take the hard fouls that no one else will take. He's going to go ahead. He might even get a flagrant two, right? But I think he feels that's his job to go in and muddy him up. And I heard that there was a belief that he would go in and muddy him up and not necessarily be successful, but then if especially on the Republican side, he might be in line for a cabinet position, right? For the front runner. My question is, how sometimes tradition states or there is a tradition that Democrats and Republicans, oftentimes whoever's the president, will choose one or two cabinet members from the other party. I think, to me, Christie is too objectionable. But would he even take a cabinet position in the Biden administration, right? Um, but I've been I've been reading that in many cases, most people don't see him as being viable as much as going ahead and putting in that goon squad time.
It's interesting. I disagree, and the reason I disagree is that I think he thinks. Here's what I think he thinks. I think he's making two calculations. The first calculation is this, and I believe that he's accurate in this calculation. The MAGA voters that everyone's scared to lose, he's guessing, and I would guess too, the majority just show up anyways. If Trump wasn't on the ballot, they would show up to vote in 2024. And a lot of people are scared to lose the MAGA vote, that if Pence says something bad that they won't vote for him, I think they're going to show up to vote. And that's his first calculation, which I agree with. Now, here's the second part. His second calculation is that Trump will be either in jail or indicted enough where he's just not going to be able to run an effective campaign. And I think he's going to be the voice of, I'm here first, and everyone's going to come here eventually because he's going to be indicted and might be on trial or might be in jail. That's probably pessimistic. That's optimistic, right? Or pessimistic that he'll be in jail. I don't think he will be in that time. But I think Chris Christie's saying someone has to pick up the pieces, and I don't mind waiting, and getting. I don't mean this disrespectfully, but getting the last girl at the bar when it's 6 a.m. and the lights come up. I think he's just banking on those two things, that Trump voters will show up regardless and vote for a Republican, and that Trump won't be on the ballot in some form or fashion, whether it's legally or he's just in jail or and can't run or whatever the situation may be. And I think that DeSantis is making a mistake in not making those calculations as well. I think DeSantis should be a little bit more aggressive. He's still towing the line, but Chris Christie's just banking on Trump's not going to be, nobody's going to vote for him because he'll be in jail. I think that's what he's kind of banking on.